Umberhaven, a metropolis of corruption and crime. These are the people that will pierce the veil of deceit and lies. Will they make a difference? Or will they be swallowed whole by the very thing in which they fight against? Amazing, phenomenal, unbelievable, perfectly orchestrated are just a few words to describe our party of 6 watchers. They had a task at hand, and whether or not they all approved of it was just a thimble of the magnitude of how well they worked together in harmony, like a well-oiled machine. Not only did they find what they needed and took it, and what's even more impressive than that is that they took more than they came for, and not a single drop of blood was spilt. Watchers, this is truly a worthy party to keep an eye on as the story unravels, and maybe we should poke into their lives a little deeper than we have been now. This is only going to get a bit tricky, and some of y'all may keep the stomach churns, but please try and keep it together as I, watchers, rewind time back to a point where they were in it deep. Where you see, watchers, at the time 5 out of the 6 members were inside the Golden Triad trading company within the trade district, pulling off this great heist. Armando became Betty once again, and Death Dodger disguised himself as Anton, the bodyguard / money man for Betty. The two infiltrated the establishment, and with Betty being lead on the whole operation, convinced Gus, the manager, to not only show her the goods, but took on his persona after she put him to sleep and left him in the very place that the goods were at. The rest managed to just pull in with their stolen wagon as if they were regular old customers picking up a shipment. Betty, now Gus, gave the staff orders to load all the barrels of Batweed Special Reserve, and they did so without question. In the process, Vought made a new friend, and everything went extremely well according to plan. As they pulled away, Death Dodger tried to quickly jump onto the wagon without being noticed, but something went wrong and the plan was foiled. The 5 of them acted quickly, once again like a well-oiled machine, and made it look like Death Dodger was trying to steal from the wagon. He ran off into the night as the staff asked Gus, aka Betty, if they should give chase. Instead, he told them to keep on working and he would go after the criminals as he ran off into the night with hammer in hand and anger in his voice. Well, watchers, you're probably wondering where our 6th party member was the whole time. You see, the 6th stayed within the shadows just outside, listening, watching, and waiting for anything out of the unusual to pop within her radar. If it did, she was to give the rest the warning to abandon all hope. The gig is up and flee. Little did the others know, and maybe Moderna Shade will reveal it within the future. But something out of the ordinary did happen within that dark shadow cloaked alleyway between Huckle and Pratt Metalsmiths and Bosner Lumber. Watchers, hold on to your hats and let's go see, shall we? shade. With that perception roll, you managed to spot little flashes of light sparkle up down the way, close to those stacked up boxes and crates, where the alleyway gets a bit bigger. It must be the workers taking a smoke break. You stare more intently at them, trying to get a bead on their features as they take a drag from their lit cigarettes. With each moment, the lights get brighter and brighter as the surrounding area gets darker and darker. You find yourself drifting in between light and dark, as if you were on the black sand sea once again. You can almost hear the sailing ships shifting through the black sands, the warm arid wind on your face, and as you look up, you can imagine the night sky and all its wonder. With that, you feel yourself thrust upwards into the heavens itself. As you look down and see Umberhaven below, the heavens seem to get closer and closer, and the ground below gets further and further away until you realize that you are no longer on Morosia. You now realize that you are within the heavens themselves, and you have left the mortal realm behind. Ahead, you see a cosmic sea, and as you get closer, you start to notice that this sea, is actually tendrils that stretch as far as you can see and beyond. However, you are not frightened or worried, but instead feel as if you are being cradled in the arms of a mother like a child. This is when you hear the voice that has spoken to you ever since you found that dagger back in Perak. It says, "Power must be obtained." With that, another appears before you, a gray Goliath that has been gifted with the same powers that you have, but are different. You see the bluish black inky substance, but instead of just coming from the hands like yours, his courses through his entire body. You can feel the power and strength within him as the voice continues to say, "Destroy the power and devour it like it was meant for you." With that, the tendrils shoot from your hands, wrapping this being up and then ripping him apart into nothingness. From there, the vision takes you to a place filled with that inky substance, and you are surrounded by power, as if you could tear the darkness apart with your own hands. The voice continues to say, "With power, there is freedom." This image feels like it was meant to be, but it fades as two eyes appear and the sands from home start cascading downward. The voice rings out, "Time is fleeting." A ball of radiant, fiery light appears before you, with intense heat from it as you feel the intense power almost overwhelm you. One last time, the voice rings out, "We must devour and consume all that will be lost to others if we do not act first." The voice subsides. Your vision refocuses as you hear shouts from down the street. "Thief! Thief! Get him!" What do you wish to do next, Moderna Shade?
The tobacco in like my pipe has kind of like burned away, and it's just like ashes left. And after that vision, and she's gonna like dump it out and be like, "Well, that was cryptic," and she's gonna have her use her held action that she did before to do a distraction for my friend here so that they can get away with the leftover smoke from her pipe, since she was smoking that whole time. Around her, it's going to coalesce into a monster.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same one I used before. It's like a big like a tentacle creature that has like 10 different tentacles. And are there people coming, or like can I see people chasing it like a Death Dodger? Or
roll me a perception.
14.
Yeah, you definitely see Death Dodger running away as looks to be an old man with a hammer chasing after him. And you see the wagon pulling off in the usual direction that y'all were going, as Vought is standing at the end, shaking his fist angrily.
Okay. So they're going different directions. Death Dodger's going one way, and then the cart's going another, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that guy is running. I'm gonna do that and see if that stops him, that creature.
Okay. What does your thing do?
It's not like a thing that's actually going to be able to attack. It's what I'm really trying to do is like slow him down, so that Death Dodger can like get a boost,
Okay.
to go somewhere else. So I just create this creature. I'll create a Froggemoth, which is a tentacle creature. I don't know if I can bring it up on the thing, but it only lasts for a few seconds. But I'm gonna have it like be like blocking its way, like where you going, kind of floating around like that.
Okay.
I don't know if I have to make like a deception roll, or if I don't know how you want to.
Yeah, give me a deception roll.
I think it's fine. I think we've established that I fully believe these are monsters that she's summoning.
Okay.
So you just hear this dude start yelling. It's like, shit, hey, it's me. Cut him off. I like look around like to see if anyone's behind me. If no one's behind me, I change my face. Like, come on, get your friend out of here.
I put it in the chat. Oh, it's you?
Yes.
I'm like looking. I'm like, oh fuck. Okay.
Get rid of this thing before it eats me. Come on, I gotta go.
And it's only a few seconds, so it just turns into smoke.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. None of the workers were watching, so you were able to get away.
Cool.
Where are y'all heading to?
We're at a meetup spot, right?
I would assume, yeah.
What is going on? I thought that we were going. Now I'm confused.
I think no matter where we're going, the Red Breast is probably looking around at all this loot that we seem to have suddenly acquired and going, what the hell are we going to do with all of this?
Are we all in one spot now? Yeah.
Yeah. Are we all meeting and leaving, or how did it go? Because I know that we were splitting up, kind of, because Death Dodger was getting chased. Now I'm confused.
After about 30 minutes, y'all eventually make it around to the meetup group where y'all were going to. So,
okay.
What do y'all discuss?
All right, guys. That was really good. But we have a very, very damning evidence here. So I'm going to do some magic real quick to make it look like something else completely. All right? It's going to look like a cart full of what? Potatoes. Sure, sacks of potatoes. That sounds good. So, and that, but I have to concentrate on that. So I'm going to send the cart concentrating on that spell while we go to the safe house. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we ought to stash this somewhere. We can probably keep it under the bar.
All right. As you're saying that, I sit down on top of like the barrels and I cast Silent Image to look like a cart full of like what looks like just like old sacks of Idaho potatoes.
All right. Does there a specific thing I need to roll?
Oh no. That's just what it looks like now. Unless someone interacts with it, then they have to take an action to interact with it, like and use an investigate check to identify it as something other than an illusion. So as long as no one fucks with us, we're fine.
Y'all eventually make it back to the Jolly Elixir. Are y'all all walking in at the same time? Or who's walking in first?
Well, I figure we must have some back way into the sort of.
It's not great.
We're going back to our place, right?
Yeah, it's through the sewer.
So
and you go through the sewer, and it's the drainage ditch or the drainage tube that actually dumps out into the river. You'll actually have a ladder that goes up to a secret door that pops open.
So are we going to be able to bring these casks into the hideout through there?
Yeah, it'll take a while.
I think we got to do that because I can't imagine that we're just going to try to turn all this over to the obvious criminal enterprise over at Sleazy's. Or I'm not sure how we're going to get away with this. I mean, I like to make a a scene and make myself the center of attention, but I think this might, if we get caught, this would bring some attention that we definitely don't want.
Okay. First of all, I was not in there. Why did you dig that much in the first place?
I was just sitting in the wagon. I'm not even sure what happened. All of a sudden, dudes are loading the wagon up. We take off.
But wonder though, what's the difference between stealing little, stealing lot?
Well,
I mean,
easier to steal it all than to just steal part of it was what it came down to.
And better.
I guess. I feel like, this is like thousands of gold worth of premium liquor. And
vodka.
Do we know how this liquor is made? Is it ethically sourced?
Nothing here is ethically sourced.
So I'm like, if you guys don't worry about like dumping it, like I'm just trying to figure out like how this guy made it. Where's it come from?
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
I mean, Vat's fine with us steal. Vat thought you guys fought people that stole and did stuff like that.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
I mean,
no clue.
One can argue they are not good people anyways. I mean, Gus didn't seem great, right?
We can't hear you, Rory.
To better fund the defense of everyday people, these were required.
Oh, I'm not trying to argue we should give this back. I'm just a little worried that us trying to do much with it is going to bring too much attention to us.
I mean, Vat know people. Vat could probably get it sold. But we should put most of it away and go see Kaylee.
Let's not lose sight of the fact that we're trying to rescue those poor cobalt eggs.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm thinking about those eggs.
Vat confused. Vat not good at reading people, but you seem like this is conflicting.
He does
save him.
A good point. When do we get to the cobalt eggs? Cobalt. I can't say this now. The eggs. We have to get to the eggs.
Well, I think our best bet here is to try to contact Kaylee and bring at least one of these casks to her, and probably do it quick before any news of what happened here gets out.
Okay, so we go see her tonight, and then maybe I'd go and see if I can talk to some of the people who owe me favors.
So as first move, Potato, I guess you guys have hiding spot?
Yes.
Yeah. So
We'll store it in the hiding spot.
Yeah, let's
like
get
this.
most of this stuff hidden, and
then we can talk more once it's out of sight.
yeah.
Come on.
Good plan. Vat's gonna...
like 2? Should we bring like 2 of these to Spleecy's with us?
Vat says we take 2.
Sure.
Sounds good. I mean, we don't want to be greedy.
I mean, we bring her one, and then we can sweeten the deal with another.
She said the more we give her, the more info she gives us, right?
That's the most expensive info I've ever received.
Yeah.
I say we see the value of her initial info and then decide whether it's worth the amount we've already given her, and then offer her a second one for some really good more info.
Yeah, it better be worth it. If we bring the second cast and she just says, "Oh, they're in a pink cart," then I'm going to kill her. She's just, it's just not worth it.
They're in a bucket behind the bar. What?
Can we circumvent the whole thing, actually, now that I think about it? Can we just go to the people selling the cobalt eggs, give them a cask, and take the cobalt eggs?
We don't even know where they are.
That's a good point. Okay.
We know we just go and give them hugs.
For real.
Okay.
Vat's gonna grab a keg and just like carry it over his shoulder, start walking wherever they kind of lead him to. He's ready to move.
In a back
Well, we
alley.
still got the cart, right?
Oh yeah, the wagon with the 2 horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like we can just drive the cart into your lair, so it's got to get carried.
No, but I'm sure it's parked outside, so to speak. Down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vat's just...
We could all ride over and put the casks on it, and and go over sleazies that way.
Yeah, so the area that y'all normally climb down is a specific alleyway. It's dark. No one wanders through it. And you find the typical manhole cover that you normally, pop open and climb down.
I have a question.
Yes.
I know it's dark. I can see through darkness.
Oh, okay.
Is it really clear?
Yeah, roll me perception check.
21.
Yeah, you look around. I mean, there's bats, but other than that, nothing else. Insects.
Okay.
Bats eating insects.
Okay.
Who goes down first?
I'm good to do that.
All right. Yeah. You pop open the lid and jump down.
Okay. What do I see down below?
Roll me a perception check.
13.
You look around, and amazingly enough, this time around, it's pretty much clear. Nothing has crawled up from the river and decided to camp out this time around, or bums or kids haven't been hanging out lately down here either. It's a single walkway that goes directly to the river. It's about a 10-minute walk.
Are we gonna assembly line these things? Yeah.
I would actually like to make a perception check for the area, make sure no one's spying on us or near us,
Okay.
Ugh. Nat 1. Ugh.
You are dead set that everything, you got away. The plan was perfect. This hammer must be magical.
Gix is going to kind of puff up his chest too and kind of walk around and try to intimidate people around, glare down anybody who gets too close to the cart, and just kind of give an overall dangerous vibe to kind of help keep people away from us, I hope.
Roll intimidation.
6. Not very intimidating.
Okay. The cat that got nearby was afraid of you and ran off.
Yeah, get away, cat.
I will say, as we do the assembly line, through the thing, anytime someone takes a cask out of the cart, I will prestidigitate. Yeah, because I could do up to 3 different things with one casting of prestidigitate. Basically put a different symbol on the top instead of whatever symbol it is. I want to put some bottom barrel shit ale. Whatever, boar piss, the ale on there,
Okay, yeah.
So it looks like we're loading some shitty stuff.
So let's do a fun activity called a group challenge.
Ooh.
Y'all can tell me what y'all are using to move these casks, and with each success, it goes a bit quicker than the standard time that I have allotted for it, because there's a lot of casks and you're traveling 10 minutes away, having to go up in the layer, rearrange things and put these casks in, and then doing it all over again and again and again without anybody noticing y'all. Since Death Dodger said he would be first, we will start off with Death Dodger.
Okay, so you want us to do a roll, you said?
Yeah, anything, any skill, any ability that you want to make this move along a lot faster. Anything that you can add to whatever.
I think that,
You would like to intimidate the rats in order to move faster, you can intimidate the rats, or,
I think I'll use acrobatics to maneuver the casks super quick at the other end. I'm funneling into nooks and crannies. I'm making it a bit of a fancy element, just using my high dexterity to swoop this right along.
Before you roll, I will give y'all a warning.
Okay.
If anyone fails that is in the sewer, you lose a barrel, and it goes out to the fishies in the river.
Okay. What does a fail constitute as?
That.
We do have double inspiration, by the way.
Y'all do.
Yeah.
Y'all do. So.
Here.
So a failed roll means that you lose a barrel, and
Yes.
it goes out with the fishies if you were in the sewer area as well as the hold, because it's just
What's
a
the
straight
DC?
drop.
What's the DC? How do we know if we failed?
I will let you know.
Oh,
So you just gotta guess whether your roll is good enough.
Yeah.
okay. So just tell us the barrel thing after that.
Yeah.
As well as if you were out and about, not in the sewer, you dropped a barrel. You critically fail, you shatter a barrel.
Okay. That sounds intimidating. All right. So am I in the sewer then? Was that where I was
Yes.
located? Okay.
Yes.
25.
Easily.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Oh, natural 20. Natural 20. Things start to move quickly. The next person gets an advantage on their dice roll.
Woo-hoo.
Who would like to be next in the sewer?
Va is going to use his strength to be like pushing the barrels along, helping maneuver them quicker in that manner.
I bet you could take a couple at a time.
More than likely, Vought can. So let's see if I got advantage. Let's see, that's not too bad to start with. 18 is my roll.
Easily. Things are moving on. You think you're going to be finished in no time. Who wishes to go next?
I'll go next. Can I use sleight of hand in any way to help this go faster? Perhaps trying to do two things at once?
Yeah, straight roll.
I don't know why it just keeps rolling on 4s. So a 6. But I will use a point of inspiration and get a 7.
Sploosh. One barrel down. As you try to
He looks
juggle
down
two
in
of
shame.
them. As it floats on down the sewer out to the fishies. Slow down a bit. Y'all try to do too much all at once. I mean, Vought's at the pace of trying to do 2 or 3 barrels at once, you know? So,
Oh man, you guys, let me show you where to go here.
I mean, Vought is exceptional, so you don't need to be as good as Vought.
Bobby will go next.
Okay.
I'm just gonna use I'm sure there's a safe path that the rats and other unsavory creatures use to walk through here. That's not gonna be an issue. So I want to use survival, but I think this is my natural environment. So I think I'm at an advantage anyway from my my class background.
oh, okay.
If you'll agree,
Which
the
is
natural explorer favorite terrain type was supposed to be like urban terrain or whatever.
Yeah,
That
for
count?
sure.
All right. Survival roll.
Survival roll, buddy.
But if I have an advantage, well, I'll take the 19. How's that sound?
19 is perfect. You start the flow again, and barrels keep on moving.
Walk where I walk. Dumbasses.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the barrel floating in the thing? Is it like if we lose barrels, is it retrievable, or is it just like it's done?
It's done. It's
Okay.
It's because it's completely filled. It just sinks, and this water
Nobody
is
wants the sewer water sake.
well. And y'all are. This is the main drainage ditch, so it's deep right here. It's like 10 feet or deeper. So you'd be like literally swimming in the stuff, and all kinds of stuff float down the Umberhaven rivers, our sewage out to the river. So especially in the entertainment district. So what would you like to be doing?
Who's left to go?
Medora, Shade, and Armando the Mask.
I'm going to tell you guys, I have no skills to help me here. I am a frail little person. Shit. I've been looking at my character sheet desperately.
I mean, does he have to help if
Can I do something else? Because I have a different idea if you allow me to do something else.
Tell me the idea then.
My idea is to hit the town for an hour or so as a different person and start spreading rumors of seeing, a cart with all this stuff on the opposite side of town.
That's a good idea.
I will allow that. Who are you going as?
I am going to be Carmichael.
What does Carmichael look like?
Carmichael is a bit taller. Carmichael's a good 6'2". He's got like dirty blonde hair that's perfectly coiffed, very striking blue eyes. He is, I changed my clothes real quick. He's got like a dashing kind of like, basically he's kind of got like that rich kid with like the polos kind of look, you know? Mm-hmm. I look very like muscular and fit, not like overtly, but like, you know, I am still very weak, but yeah, I just look like a dashing, well-to-do person, and I am going to, tell the group. All right, folks, Carmichael's gonna hit the town real quick, and I'll see you all in an hour at the spot. All right, All right, take it easy. And I just go.
You get out of work, buddy.
Okay, pick your first roll.
I feel like this is, deception, I guess, right? Because I'm lying. But yeah, I'm going to go with deception, if you're cool with that, boss.
Absolutely.
All right. Lying to the town. Ooh, I'm using inspiration. That was trash. Okay, I can deal with that. 13 plus 5. 18.
Oh, yeah. People start eating it up, and the gossip wheel begins.
I'm going to go add Carmichael to my personalities list now.
Oh, yeah. Shade.
Can we use abilities?
You can.
Can I just use my feline agility to be able to double my speed?
What does it do?
It says when you move on your turn in combat, you can double your speed until the end of your turn. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Or do I still have to roll
6.
like a athletics or?
Yeah, give me an athletics check. I will let you know, due to the wonderfulness of, who is it, Bill?
Shadow Soldier PR gave you advantage, so
Yeah.
you may utilize that if you deem it necessary.
Okay, I'm gonna need advantage. All right, let's see. First roll is not great. It's an 8.
There
Let's
you go.
try again. That was worse.
Oh no.
Yep, guess we're going with an 8.
Another barrel is lost to the waters of Umberhaven.
She's kind of distracted.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, I don't think that this is for me. I'm sorry. I lost it. I can't do anything about it. I'm not jumping in the dirty lake. All right. I'm gonna do something that I'm better at. I'm gonna go check on my favors. Yes.
So do we end up losing 3?
I thought we only lost 2.
Just 2.
Yeah, it was just 2.
Just
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Rory, Gix, and
Yeah.
Just 2.
I'm keeping track of that on my,
Yeah. Still
So, we got
Okay.
13 casks.
And 2 hours have passed. They are neatly stored away in y'all's secret hideout with not much space beyond that.
When I eventually come back, you said it takes them 2 hours. That sounds about right. I come back and see that the whole place is stacked to the brim. I did a little bit of the math. I have a little coin purse here, and I hand out everybody 3 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, and 5 copper pieces. This is an even split amongst the 6 of us for what I
How much
found.
did you say?
3 gold, 2 silver, 5 copper.
Oh, man, would you rob the cash box too?
Basically, I kind of start off as. Actually, no, I wouldn't have come back as Carmichael. I would have come back as myself. I wouldn't want to track anyone back here. So I was like, yeah, I ransacked his office, and I found some interesting things, actually. I only got 1 more spell left in me. I'm pretty exhausted. And I'm going to use it right now. I kind of set all the stuff down that I found that might be just everything. I set it down in front of me, and so that everyone can see I'm not hiding anything. I'm not pocketing any extra stuff. I want you guys all to know I want a fair split, right? But also, here's all the stuff, and I'm casting Detect Magic to see if anything in that pile is magic. Let me knock off my last spell for the day.
The 4 healing potions definitely are.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Let's see all the little stuff that you stole.
Let's see, I'm looking at Gus's hammer, an ornate brooch of dwarven design made of gold and silver with interlocking woven circular pattern. Within the center is a cut dark blue colored gemstone. Any chance that's magic?
No, that does not glow.
Cool. A flat oval-shaped palm-sized gold-flaked jade stone with the carved image of a dragon on one side and a humanoid on the other.
Amazingly enough, that one does not either.
Damn. All right.
What is that? I'll let you get done, but I'm curious what that is.
Yeah. That looks... nothing here is radiating magic, as far as I can tell.
It does ping a bit.
What does?
Gus's hammer.
Oh, really? It's actually magic?
There's a slight
Detect
magic glow on it.
Detect Magic will give me a school of magic. What school?
Roll me Arcana.
Ooh, do I have Arcana? Let me see. I'll roll it. I got a +2. I got a 10.
You don't recognize this school. The magic does not recognize this school.
Well, everything here is normal except for that hammer.
Bobby will just reach out and grab it. What do you mean?
Cool.
Like,
What could go wrong?
you say it's weird. That's my impulse is to just pick it up and
Feels like a
Some say
hammer to
Vot
you.
not smart.
just a hammer.
Yeah,
Like for carpentry. What kind of hammer is this?
it's a claw hammer.
Yeah, like pounded nails and stuff.
Yeah.
You want it, Red?
Well, what am I gonna do with the hammer?
Okay, I'll take it back.
I don't get it.
I'll take the hammer.
It's
I'll
not
wrap it up.
Cool.
Anyone
I'll
able
wrap it up in a
to-
cloth, just in case, and I'll find out what this does later. I'm gonna put it in a secret pocket somewhere. I'm like looking around. There's no room in this whole fucking. Okay. Huh. I'll just
I mean,
pocket it.
You have room, but there's no room to sleep now. So,
So, any chance? I know it's not in 3.5. I remember we had like an appraisal check. Can I appraise the brooch and the jade carving, and also the drugs that I found? I found like a pouch of drugs.
yeah.
With Vot's like kind of backstory and stuff, I mean, he's not smart, but he has experience with certain smuggled and illicit items. Would there be something he could use to try to help, even if he's not making the roll, but he could maybe help Armand, like identify how expensive some of these things would be on the market?
Absolutely. Yeah. Armando, you get advantage with Fot's help.
Ooh, what is
go
it, like an
ahead
intelligence
and-
check or something? Or
Yeah, let's do a straight intelligence.
all right, I'll give it a shot. Thank you, Vought. Okay, I really needed that assistance. Thank you, Vought.
Vot sells lots of things with people that shouldn't probably be buying things.
Much better. I rolled a 6 at first, and then I rolled a 19 plus 2, so 21.
Yeah, Fot knows drugs.
Cool.
Vot sells things from time to time, sometimes drugs, sometimes, just flowers.
The powder is basically worth 100 gold a dose.
Oh, okay. So we have
And
6
is
100 GP per dose.
Yep.
I don't want that. I just want you all to know I don't want that. If anyone wants it, they can take it. Yes, I don't want it. No
We
thank you.
may, I think we need to sit on this stuff for a minute. Who knows how this is going to play out? We may need to trade this for something else before the day is done.
Sure. What about that jade carving? Do I need to make a separate roll for that?
Yeah, I'm fascinated. I want to look
You
at
can-
that or yeah.
Straight intelligence, or you can add your history. You have
Ooh, history. Yes, please. I'm a scholarly boy. All right. It's not too bad. 18, 14 plus 4.
Yeah, this piece definitely came from Shishua, and probably worth, depending on the buyer, naturally, anywhere between 500 to 800 gold.
Okay. Fuck.
But
This is expensive stuff, guys.
you
What is
quickly-
it? Is it just a piece of art?
Yeah, but you quickly realize what it is, Armando.
Oh, what is it?
It's one of the emblems / symbols of one of the triad members of the Golden Triad Trading Company. It's their house symbol.
Okay, so it's the house symbol of one of the house members.
We need to get rid of that,
It's the green dragon
Okay.
house symbol.
or put that somewhere where no one's gonna find that and
We
associate.
cannot sell that. That's Let me make a special note on that. House symbol.
Yeah, I'm not saying throw it in the river, but man,
I mean, Vot knows someone who could buy most of this if we want.
Selling that symbol will definitely implicate us in this crime.
People Vot knows don't always deal on the top side.
Okay.
I think we might need a vault for particularly touchy
I mean,
things.
Vot's not wrong.
Yeah.
Vot's not wrong. We could move it. We should just need to be very careful. Well, okay. Last thing's that what is that thing called? That garnet that looks like a dwarven made garnet. What should I roll for that? History or just straight intelligence again?
You can do both. Whatever you, I mean, if you want to find out information about it as well as the price, you can roll that, or you can just roll intelligence for the price, or roughly the price. I mean, you're right now, you're kind of guesstimating, the market.
Yeah. This is a ballpark, Everyone's going to try to lowball us.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing history. I got a 11 plus 4, 15.
Definitely Vobian and mate.
Vobian.
It's just a really fancy, ornate brooch. You're gonna probably guesstimate maybe you get 200 for it.
Yeah, Vobian brooch.
Yeah, the dwarves and the gnomes of that region make a lot of stuff, so things are saturated a lot of times with their stuff. So, but it's still a really nice piece. So.
Yeah. Okay. And there's 4 healing potions here, guys. How do you guys want to split that? I say all the upfront people take them.
Who's an upfront person?
Not me.
I think the people that throw themselves in as meat shields to take the bodily harm and dish out the bodily harm rather than we can at least be the keeper of them. I'm sure we'll share whoever needs it at the time.
I'll keep one of those on me though. I get enough.
Yeah, I am fine to also take one. That probably makes sense.
I mean, do we have anyone who heals, who protects that way, or no?
Not me.
I mean,
no,
I'm hard to knock down. I can hold on to one in case, like Armand or someone drops, but I'm not necessarily going to be kind of like last case, I guess. Sometimes onboarding parties I'd carry some for the groups, but up to you.
As y'all go over the stuff, Shade, you have went off in search, or at least you told the party in search of your favors. Where are you really going? And what are you really doing?
She's definitely going to where she feels like she is being called. It's the docks.
You are pulled there by your gut feeling, by the ever-present force of your special friend. It takes you a while, but 2 hours pass, and you see all the ships lined up in various ports, various stages of being loaded, unloaded. You didn't get a clear image or an image at all of what ship it was on, only a being that you must do away with. You also know that you cannot do it yourself. He was extremely powerful of what you felt. Roll me a perception check.
16.
Essentially, walking up and down, trying to figure out what ship. You see a steamship with sails and pipes for the engine. As you see black smoke coming from it. It's docked and presently being loaded by various crates and whatnot. As you see the very image of him standing proud on the deck itself, shouting orders at the loaders and giving directions on where to put this, that, and the other.
Do I know the name of the boat?
It is known as the Calmness. Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. 2.
Do you have any more inspiration left?
Oh, yeah, I do. 14.
By the way, they're loading, and by the way, you overhear various crew members and him shouting, y'all don't have very long left. It seems that you only have another night, and then the next day after that, they're gone. This night and the next night are the only nights left. And then they sail south again to Vobian, where they deliver their cargo, and he will be out of sight, possibly forever. What do you wish to do?
So he's leaving tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, the next day after that.
Okay. Can I get closer to see if I like what he's shipping, kind of get to know what he's, his deal? Kind of like a stealth check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that rolled well. Dirty 20.
Where are you sneaking to? Are you sneaking further along the docks, or are you actually going to try to get on the ship itself?
I don't know. Does it seem feasible for me to do like a, Little Mermaid up on the side of the deck and look up, looking like the slots?
The ship is quite high. There's a plank that goes up onto the ship. So
is this the sea, or are we close to the sea? So it's not as dirty as the water in the thing?
Oh no, it's still just as dirty because this is Umberhaven.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna get like a disease if I go into the water, am I?
Maybe.
Okay, I don't know. It's like there a dinghy that I can just like not have to go into the water and like climb up that way.
There's two sides of the ship. Both have piers going out because basically each ship goes into a little slot. And one side is for loading and the other side is for the other ship that docks. And it just goes on and on and on from there. Okay. So if you want to get on the back side or the other side of the ship, then you have to sneak past the other crew, which you have successfully major success check on. Whether you can climb up it or not, that is a different story.
Okay. Well, while walking past it, do I see any like the cargo or anything like that? What they're doing?
On the Comnus ship or on the other ship on the other side of the ship where they're not loading? Which side do you want to try on?
Well, the Comnus. This is what the Goliath's on.
Yeah. You see various barrels, various crates. You actually see lumber being loaded. You see various chests, and that's everything is well packed on pallets and well tied down. Nothing open.
Okay.
Roll a perception check.
22.
You just managed to catch as the crane that is loading the ship puts into the cargo hold about 3 coffins.
Okay.
They seem to be of average size. Nothing large, nothing small, made of wood. And you hear the Goliath, be careful with those!
Okay, can I roll an Arcana check on him?
Yeah.
Would I have to roll another one if I want to do an Arcana check on the coffins? If they look like they're magic? Or can I use like one roll for both? Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Arcana +2, I rolled a 17, so 19.
You definitely feel the Inuitic magic pouring off of this Goliath. It is something that is part of you as well. Since you found the dagger, it is.
I only have the sheath. Does he have the dagger?
No.
Okay.
But you feel this hunger within. You don't know how to explain it, but you've got this almost hunger rage going on about you that not only this person must die, but you must consume him.
Yikes.
And then you will become more powerful and you'll get closer to your special little friend that will show you more.
Okay. Can she try to talk to that thing?
You want to just go up and just talk to him?
No, not the Goliath, but to the thing that gave me the vision.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't understand. Why have me be with these people if it's only for this? What is the purpose?
You hear in your head one word, aid. Another one rattles off within, help.
Okay, but they're never going to go for it. Like, aren't they? He
Convince
must be bad.
Them.
Is it convince?
And he said convince and them.
Okay. Can I like do a like count on like how many people are moving out? Is this like a Ninja Scroll boat where there's just like thousands of warriors running in and out?
It is. You're dealing with the metropolis of like, millions of people and a dock that, transports, imports and exports everything from all over the known world. So yeah, there's hundreds upon hundreds of people here. Give me investigation, actually.
16 plus my investigation, which is a 0, so it's just a 16.
You start to pick up a pattern. You start to realize that the ones that he treats more roughly and like he almost owns them are the actual crew members themselves. The other ones seem to work for the docks / the city and are just there. He's still rude to them, but not as rude as his own crew. At one point, you actually see him pick up a halfling and throw him overboard for not moving quick enough.
Okay. One last question for my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have the gold-balled eggs?
One word rings out in your head. Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to stay there as long as possible so I can get a good scope of what's happening. Mm-hmm. Just out of sight.
You're going to have to roll another stealth check for me.
Okay. 30-20.
Oh, yeah. You find an area to hunker down in that seems like they're not going to be moving this pallet for a long time. So probably until like the next night even. So, and what are you doing beyond that?
Pretty much just watching. It's a good thing that I can see in the dark, because I can the whole time I'm not like hindered seeing what's going on.
Indeed. And with that, I think it is that time of the evening. Watchers, Shade has hunkered down, watching her target that her special little friend has told her that he possesses the cobalt egg. She knows the ship now, but are the party members only know that she went out to seek favors from her various contacts. The other party members made great strides in loading up their secret warehouse with highly valuable contraband. Armando spread rumors successfully and started the gossip mill rolling as far as taking blame off themselves. He came back and realized even the stuff he stole from Gus's office were highly valuable and they might not be able to move. But who knows? With that, Watchers, this is an excellent time to take a break, and we are in a perfect location within the entertainers district to find a good restaurant to sit down at, grab a bite to eat, pop your legs up, get a drink, even use the facilities because they have them indoors. See you in a bit, Watchers.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge. Now, let's get back to the show.
Welcome back, Watchers. I hope that your break was prosperous. Shade is off doing her thing, and I think we should leave her be, because I think she's going to be there for a while. Instead, let's go see what the rest of the group is doing, shall we?
You know, he's right. When's the last time we're going to get this opportunity?
I mean, you got to sample goods, right?
Yeah, let's get on it.
Quality standards. That makes sense.
You know,
Where's
3
that hammer?
barrels.
Let's find the hammer and I don't want. Is it? Can we just like knock the bung out of this thing and start drinking?
Yeah, you just hit the bung really hard, and
I'm all about hammering that bung. Right? Just.
Yeah, that's.
Dave, can you weigh in on the bung mechanics?
What do we have to roll to knock the bung loose?
Mechanics on these bungs.
So, are you opening a cask?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Do we have cups and stuff around that we can utilize?
You can get them from the Jolly Elixir above. Actually, not above. In the because your secret base opens into the storage / kitchen, so you can actually get them from there.
Nice.
I mean, I have a mess kit, so I think I have like a tin cup that is in my gear. I don't know if anyone else has such things, but
I would have the same.
Pull that out. Yeah, we have. I mean, not fancy.
I'll look around for like an oversized cup.
Give me an investigation check.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
Dark all of a sudden.
Look at that. I know exactly where all that stuff is. Got a 19, sir.
The Jolly Elixir doesn't have large cups as far as drinking wise. Cooking wise, on the other hand, you find a metal pot that you could use.
Well, like, I think it's still got to be plausible. I don't want to be a clown about it.
All
right.
They just have normal mugs. So.
Right, yeah, I'll bring like a mug like you might drink a beer out of.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I don't know much about high class liquor anyway.
Who's opening the cask?
Oh, no, go.
All right. I will open the cask.
Use the hammer.
Out the joy. Do I need to roll anything?
How are you opening it?
Aren't we banging bungs?
Carefully.
Carefully.
So
then
there's okay, sorry. Make
me an intelligence roll.
Sure. 14.
Death Dodger. As you look at this cast and everybody's like hit it with a hammer, all kinds of stuff going on, and you're like, we shouldn't do this. It hits you. You know where the taps are for the Jolly Elixir.
Well, I'm going to use one of those.
And you find it, screw it in to the top, and it is ready to go. Someone just has to hold it up.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Bobby shows up with like a spike and like, I think we can get in with this.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Oh, hey, you found those things.
Stig it, put it on the counter, and
Y'all immediately pick up a strong aroma of flowers and meadow grass.
I think this is no good.
I'll have your portion.
Yeah, I know. I know what you drink usually smells like your own secretions, but the more refined types drink stuff like this. That's what I hear.
Smells like that stuff fancy places put in bathrooms. Make it not smell so bad.
Soap?
Yeah.
No. The pop poopery. The
Soap.
Yeah.
I am talking to something that probably doesn't appreciate soap to the same level.
They put a jar with flowers and dead stuff.
I can't.
So let's fill up the cups.
Yeah.
Start sampling this. How's it taste?
I can drink that. Give me one of those.
Everybody make a Constitution roll.
Saving throw or just check?
Let's do saving throw.
Thank you.
And then
At least I add proficiency to that.
That was a bad roll.
And I'll let you be the judge of the roll versus what I tell y'all what it tastes like.
God.
I have 19 on the roll.
Got a nat 1.
16.
So it's gonna taste like crap for you.
10, too refined for my taste.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Okay. The overall taste is mellow and light. It has a flavor of rice, but enriched almost like it's toasted on an open flame. It has a nutty, flowery head and notes of grass and flowers. Very, very strong and very, very light. It is clear, to be exact. Red breast. What does it taste like to you?
I'm not sure what he was expecting. Maybe something fruity, maybe something, I don't know what, but this wasn't it. And I think he takes a big snort of it, and he just kind of and like sort of gets it up his nose and chokes and ends up kind of drooling it down his chin a little bit. Oh, that was really, really good. Oh, yeah. It's bracing though, right?
Armando, what is your reaction to this?
Oh, God. I take a swig of it. I got a nat 1. So Armando takes a swig of it. Oh no. Excuse me. He's just vomiting immediately. I don't know. I don't think it takes too well to me. I just passed the cup back to somebody else.
It's confirming all of Bobby's fears.
Death
Oh.
Dodger.
I'm finding it lovely and refreshing, personally. But, it's not quite what I was expecting either. But I don't know what's wrong with all this lot. I've certainly tasted worse. Much, 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 much worse in my life, so.
And speaking a lot, Vought?
Vought had worse. Vought had much better. Vought like his drink like he like women. Strong and probably will punch you just as much. So Vought would rather sell these and get, like 100 bottles of something Vought would like. I'll still finish. And he downs what's left in there like a shot, which is, not what you do with a nice liquor, but he didn't care for it enough to savor it.
And Gix.
Oh, where has this been all my life? His lizard tongue is dancing around the inside of the glass here. He's like, "Are you gonna finish that? Is that spigot still? It's still working."
You take my cup. I'm good.
There you go.
Now he's got a third one too now tucked in there. This is delightful. And I mean, it couldn't go better with my my flaws here, since I have a taste for the finer things and don't exactly know when to quit.
Awesome.
So, yes. What did you say the name of this was again? Sake?
Batwee Special Reserve Sake, as you remember, to the point that you think it might even be even better if you warmed it up.
Ooh.
Oh man, that's gonna smell all over the place, dude. Let's just not.
Maybe I go sleep in sewers. Smoke.
I'm in.
If they're gonna start that sort of party, I'm gonna go find a bottle of rot gut somewhere, and maybe Armando and I can, find some cheap wine in the back room of the kitchen. I'm sure there's some cooking wine that I could. I don't think he's gonna heat it up.
He's enjoying it enough as it is.
I think I appreciate the invite, Red, but I think I'm exhausted. I used quite a bit of my magical talents earlier, so I'm actually going to go to bed. I believe it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
It is quite early.
Yeah.
Or quite late.
Red Breast had this whole plan about a raucous party with this awesome liquor that we found, and it turned out to taste like mulch or something. And so he's just gonna find a corner to curl up in and pull the cloak, or pull his scarf up over his head and go to sleep.
Armando will see that and be like, I don't really have any place. So, I just kind of move some barrels over a little bit. I just sit down. I know there's no place to lie down, so I just kind of get my cushion, put it down, sit on it, and kind of when no one's looking, take out a little symbol made out of pewter out of his pocket, and just kind of mutter a prayer to it and just curl up in the corner. With a mouth tasting like vomit.
What's the other 3 of y'all doing?
Well, I'm used to sleeping on ledges and things. I don't mind so much. So I'm going to haul my mattress up on top of a bunch of barrels. We've lost our floor space, but I think I can still find a place to settle. But first, I believe there was this talk about trying some of this stuff warm, so I'm all over that. I can see that this other lot need to sleep it off already. But even though I'm small, I can still handle my alcohol a little bit, and this isn't bugging me at all.
What are you doing?
So he's not overly enamored with this alcohol, but it is palatable still to him. So he can drink it. So he'll get a little bit more. But what he's gonna do is go out into the sewers, find a spot right outside their lair, because he's kind of secretly worried that they could possibly still have been tracked down, and he ends up just basically posting up against the entrance, or as close to the entrance as he can, and sipping on that for a little while, and then just kind of settling in on a small ledge or whatever above the muck itself, and just kind of pulling his leather coat tight around him, and just kind of eventually finding uneasy sleep there as kind of a first watch, a first guard in case someone comes by this area.
Hearing of what Death Dodger has proposed, what are you doing, Gik?
He's a little bit tipsy, but going along with just about everything that's being suggested. He's kind of just and will definitely be a very eager follower of directions.
Death Dodger, you lead Gix past the secret entrance and into the kitchen itself. At this time period, there's no one cooking. It is past that time to do so. It's mostly you hear drinking and partying upstairs, but no food. And you have the kitchen to yourselves.
I'm just gonna grab a little pot. I'm just gonna try this out. I'm really curious. See, if we're gonna be pushing wares, I need to know what we're pushing. If we're going to be selling this stuff, I need to know how to sell it. So I think a full spectrum of understanding our product is essential for our evening. So not a lot. I'm just like a little nightcap. We need to be sober-ish in the morning. So yeah, just try pouring, brought a large cup of the stuff with me and smuggle it in, pour it into a pot, just sort of swirl it around and still, I don't think I want to get it too hot, just warm. It's good. Don't want to burn that alcohol off. And then I'll pour it back into our cups and we can try it out.
Yeah.
Rinse the pot, stick it aside.
Both of y'all, give me a con save with advantage this time around.
All right. 17.
It's
22 on the first one, so 22.
Yeah. Your idea, Gix, was dead on. The nuttiness of the rice just comes out in it, and the full body becomes even deeper. And the accents of not only the grass, but the flowers, even the grass, have notes of citrus popping now.
Glad I followed you in here. I didn't have the motivation, but this was worth it.
I think we should add advanced liquor palate onto our character sheet.
We're advancing.
You can make a note that about Batwee's special reserve. With that, the night continues forth into the early mornings. Everybody that is trying to sleep, please give me a con save. Gix and Death Dodger, do it with advantage.
22.
10.
Okay, 22. 15.
I got a 6, but I want to use my inspiration on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got a 12.
Okay. Death Dodger.
I got a 15.
Y'all, amazingly enough, sleep a perfect sleep. Y'all wake up the next day fully refreshed. Yet Gix and Death Dodger have a bit of a hangover, but still have a rather wonderful memory still in your mouth of the night before.
Good experiment.
What are you doing, Vought, as you slept in the sewer? And it was amazingly comfortable.
Vaught's sleep in worse places. Vaught's gonna wake up, kind of stretch a little bit. I mean, he's small, so it helps that he's able to kind of fit in these smaller, ledge areas. From his, ancestral homeland, he's kind of used to these weird arboreal, sleeping locations from time to time. So he'll wake up and gets up, brushes a rat off his stomach, who's just kind of curled up, amongst his coat and everything, trying to stay warm as well. All right, what ready? Let's figure out what the group do. And he's just gonna kind of look around a little bit really quickly, just to kind of try to make sure that there's no one who's trying to scope out the entryway that he was guarding all night. And then if he's satisfied that he doesn't feel there's any issues, he's gonna head in to join the rest of the group.
Give me perception.
Oh, one of these days I'm gonna roll. You know what? We have double inspiration. I'm gonna use one of those to reroll that because I was in that one. No, not much better. I got an 8.
Yeah, I mean, not much is going on. I mean, the entranceway to their secret lair is really nearby the exit. The pipe literally pours out into the river underneath the bridge. And you pretty much see the cargo ships and whatnot going up and down the river, and that's about it. It is definitely daytime, though, as you feel the air kind of wafting in, and the smog is ever present. But yeah, that's about it. And you go inside. What's the rest of y'all doing as y'all are just waking up? Redbreast?
I think the Redbreast is not just waking up. He's probably trying to sleep as long as possible. In fact, he's probably conspicuously got his scarf over his head and clearly he's awake. He's faking, but he's not ready for the day.
Armando, you wake up to the lovely taste of vomit still in your mouth.
Oh god, that was, I don't know, I just didn't like it. Shouldn't taste like rice. Ugh. He rolls out of his corner. Actually, let me roll something real quick. I don't know, anyone who is awake would notice that as they slept, and he's kind of in a weird state. He doesn't look like Armando, as you guys know him. He's still got the clothes, so his clothes is kind of flamboyant. But his their face has gone very gaunt and a little bit elongated. Their ears have gotten longer. Their all of the exposed skin has gone a very pale white, and their eyes are larger than normal, than they should be for a humanoid, and kind of silvery with like no pupil to speak of, no like iris, just kind of almost like a solid color. And they're like, oh man. And as they're like as they're opening their eyes and coming to, and it kind of like goes back to like the Armando, you know.
Vought, you see everything as you come through the trapdoor.
Good morning. How is everyone?
I will be fantastic after a shower. And after I find my toothbrush, as I'm looking around this mess of my tiny, tiny apartment.
Need food.
Death Dodger, as you hear the commotion now going on from needing food to needing a shower, and how is everyone?
Death Dodger is going to focus on getting a glass of water because his mouth feels rather gross and pasty. The flavors are still nice, but they don't sit as well this morning. So my brain is on task. I know that we need to make our arrangement today, get our information. His head is kind of churning with different approaches on the best way to deal with this rather intimidating lot of liquor we now have stuffing our small, humble hideout. I think just trying to help people get activated, however the easiest way to do that is. Getting up, doing some stretches, shuffling other people up too, making sure they drink something, something non-alcoholic. Let's get focused, people.
Yeah, Gix, you're fed.
I would basically get some breakfast, and then it kind of occurred to me that there was more stuff. I got those 3 letters, and I have the seal to reseal it. So I'm going to crack those seals. And I'm going to see if I can nicely remove the seal completely from those 3 letters and read them. With the idea being that I could reseal them if I had to, right?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
I think about it, and I'm like, hey, Death Dodger, how you doing? You got my hands are kind of shaky from last night. How are yours doing?
I think mine are pretty steady.
Any chance you could do me a favor and pop these seals real quick as nicely and neatly as possible?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that because I know it's a bit of a waste, but I don't want to handle this badly.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
I believe I can. Definitely gonna be better than the last roll. Yeah, 23.
Nice.
Like butter. Slide through that paper.
That is a natural 20.
That's a natural 20 plus
Nice.
my yes.
Okay. Yeah, without a blink of the eye, she hands some bread over to Gix, takes the letter, takes out the butter knife from the butter that was heated, wipes it on the bread that Gix is about to eat it on, and then just slides that knife right underneath the seal as it just pops off like it was butter.
Best use of an inspiration from a natural 1 to a natural 20. Okay.
Yeah. And she does it not only once, but 2 other times.
Nice.
For a total of 3. And then
Perfection.
proceeds to hand the knife back to Gix.
Who scoops more butter?
If somebody made toast, like Redbreast will come in and like lurk in the background with food.
It's
If
just
he comes
bread.
over towards Gix, like Gix like does like a lizard snarl, like
Jeez, man. Can I have a
Sorry.
piece?
instinct. Yeah, sorry.
And it's just bread and butter, but it's heated because y'all have a little warming area in y'all's little place, enough so that, you can heat small things on and keep Harriet pretty much out of your business as best as possible. Because Harriet is extremely nosy, and at this time period, she's cooking breakfast as you smell the bacon and the eggs and all the wonderful, wonderful smells wafting in from the kitchen itself.
While we're sitting up, I'll be telling everybody, look, I know you guys don't, not not everybody knows how this works, but if you wait for a bit, there's going to be all sorts of garbage coming in from everybody else eating. If you're not too picky, we can clean up.
Oh,
I had 3 gold last night. Just
I was
buy
going to say, how
food.
about this is a suggestion? We're trading an item worth way more than the value of the information we're getting. We could ask for breakfast to get thrown in on that one.
No, yeah, I mean, you guys don't understand. This is some quality leftovers.
I think you've been poor
Bobby's
for too long.
instincts are like,
I think you've been poor for too long. You can buy good food.
You two, Armando and Death Dodger, have seen on numerous occasions the Red Breast dig through the trash here at the Jolly Elixir and just make a plate for himself.
I've tasted high society just recently.
your palate is ruined.
Lovely goblet.
I mean, truly, I get it. If you have to do it, you got to do it. But I mean, you don't.
It was the kind of liquor that doesn't make me feel like going through the trash is on my agenda anymore. I feel like I'm dead now.
It might not be on any of our agendas for a while now if we can move some of this product.
Exactly.
I mean, just the least hot item we have is the Vobian brooch, and we might be able to get like 150, 200 gold pieces for it. That's huge, you know? That's the least hot thing we can, you know, all the other stuff, we can make big bucks.
I hate to be a downer, but about those eggs.
You actually smell some cooking in the other room.
Well, we haven't lost track of that. We know we still need the info, but you're right. We should focus on that again.
I just mean, we did the job, right?
Yeah, I mean, next step is to see what we can trade. See what we can trade this for.
For sure. But hold on, I did just open these letters. I would like to read them real quick.
What?
The first one reads, Dear Madam, Dear Sir, we have your shipment. It is well stored. We look forward to you or someone that you trust to pick them up. We will take the utmost care, for we know that these are highly valuable and will be highly used in the upcoming events that you have requested for.
Highly requested item. Okay. Does it say who it's to?
It does not. And at the very end, there's a stamp of the Golden Triad Trading Company.
So this is a letter that these guys would have been going to send out to somebody else?
Yes.
Makes sense. They would know who to send it to. Okay.
And a lot of times in Umberhaven, you can get private messengers, and you know.
Well, these guys. This is like a warehouse, right? They've got goods for lots of people.
I have Gus's pocket-sized accounting ledger with me. Shows the names of clients, costs of items, manufactured shipping costs, blah 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 blah. Any chance I could scroll through that and see if anything matches? Like, it seems like they have a big request for one specific sir or madam. So, like, you know, is there anything that might like tip me off to what this might be? Did we just
Ooh.
I'm like doing research now? I was like open another book and I'm like scrolling through the pages. I have investigation.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna roll, but not yet.
Okay.
Is anybody wanting to help him out in any sort of way? Because right now, Armando has disadvantage to this roll.
I don't know if this really applies to this sort of thing, but yeah. Sorry, I was wondering if any of my was sort of tracking things, like tracking people and stuff, but that doesn't really make any sense now that I say it.
Anybody else?
I mean, studying's not my forte.
Not sure Bobby could even read.
I mean, so this does Vought get the sense that this is some sort of like illicit good that might have been smuggled or?
Definitely not.
Yeah, Vaught's, Vaught's not the brightest.
Ix, anything?
Gix is trying to avoid having to get involved in that at all,
Okay.
if possible. He wants to be here when the food comes out.
Okay. Yeah. Armando, make an investigation with a disadvantage.
Fair. All right. Well, not great. Let's see. Oh, well, I rolled a 7 and a 6, so I guess I get 6 plus 4, 10.
Yeah, nothing adds up. You can't.
Wouldn't have mattered.
You can't.
So,
put 2 and 2
we
together.
just read the one letter, right?
Yeah, that's just the one letter so far.
What are the other two say?
The other one says, on behalf of the Golden Triad Trading Company, we will be happy to send one of our appraisers over to your house. We look forward to seeing what you have to sell and what we have to offer.
Okay. That one's pretty bog standard. All right.
And once again, no names.
Okay. And the last letter?
It's actually from Gus.
From Gus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gus says, I have secured a deal with the Elven Syndicate to move 10 barrels of the Batwee Special Reserve. They will be happy to take it off our hands and look forward into the joyous celebration that will happen 3 days from when I write this letter.
When's the letter dated?
Yesterday.
So 10 of these barrels were supposed to go to the Elven Syndicate for their party, right? Was it for a party, was it?
Yep. Celebration.
For their events, celebrations. Barrels. So we either have to completely get rid of all of it by then or hide it until after the celebrations are over.
Roll me a history with advantage.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, that's good. Ooh, even better. All right, 19 plus 4, 23.
Oh, yeah. So, on the power scale of Umberhaven, like, the Labyrinth is pretty high up there, but they're kind of like the People's Thieves Guild. They help out, the poor, the sick, steal from the rich and powerful. They still do dirty stuff, The Elven Syndicate is all about the power and the wealth and does not hesitate to break legs, suffocate people in cement, and do all sorts of nasty, nasty things. What's even worse is they've been around for over 1,000 years and are ingrained in Umberhaven. And 9 times out of 10, when something's stolen from them, they don't call the Umberhaven Guard. They don't call the Umberhaven detectives. They don't call special, mercenaries. No, they have their own special hit squad.
You guys will see me reread this note 4, 5, 6 times. Oh.
That must be an interesting letter you got there.
I think we have to return the barrels.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know how that's. I don't know how that's gonna work. Sounds like we need to not get caught with the barrels.
10 of these barrels are supposed to go to the Elven Syndicate.
Those that have lived in Umberhaven, give me a history check with advantage. Those that haven't lived in Umberhaven, just give me a straight history check.
Lived in Umberhaven for how long?
A few years.
Okay.
I got an 18.
I
You
did
stole from Don Corleone.
12.
That's under.
Well, I have lived here a few years, so with advantage, 19.
What?
I mean, Vought knows of criminal stuff, but Vought not super familiar with Umberhaven stuff. So no, I got a 3.
Oh, yeah. No clue. Yeah, Red Breast and Death Dodger is exactly what I told Armando. You know them quite well. Hicks, you've heard of them, but you've never heard about them. They're a predominant people within Umberhaven. That's more on the upper class echelon of Umberhaven than anything. So
Yeah. So there's that. Don't know what to do with that.
What if we deliver?
Yeah, I don't think there's a problem necessarily, as long as they get their barrels. But
Elves get their stuff. They pay us, or whatever, and all good.
3 of y'all know that will never happen.
yeah, that wouldn't work. It would have to be
Y'all
anonymously.
y'all would deliver the barrels and never be seen from again.
We're in it now.
I feel like Gus is probably going to be in some trouble. Like, he was supposed to deliver these.
You think?
Yeah, I think we might have gotten him into something that he's not going to be able to get out of.
I mean,
Interesting.
Vought have people he could talk to. They might know how to handle such situation. Maybe help us. I could go talk.
Well, I don't think we have so much of a situation. I feel like I don't know what's good. You think they'll kill him?
Yeah,
I think
They
they'll
kill.
disappear him at the very least.
that means kill.
Yeah, that means kill, but we don't have to watch.
True. I mean, Vought go swimming
Witness.
yesterday. I saw like 4 or 5 bodies in there. It's your river is a little. I mean,
Yeah,
All about it.
it's true.
I don't lie.
I wonder, what if I made a letter and sealed it under the Golden Triad seal, basically showing evidence that Gus didn't lose it. He actually framed it as a loss and sold it himself. I think.
Oh wow.
Wonder if that would work.
Well, I think it's clear that we've got some power over this. That I mean, these are all. You said there was no names on the outside. Like, we don't really know who any of this stuff was supposed to go to. This is
That's
unsent
true.
mail.
That's true.
So, like, I don't know how we can really, what we can do with where these things are supposed to go.
Shit. Well, I'm just trying. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think about what's going to happen, because Gus is going to get offed probably. That we can't do anything about that. These guys are going to search for the thieves mainly. And then it's like, so you guys don't have to worry too much. No one made you. They made my alter ego Betty, so I can't use Betty. That name's been thrown around, so they might go looking for Betty and her associates. That's worrisome. They might be looking for, what was the name you went under? Antonio or something? Anton?
Anton, yeah, I believe.
Anton. Might be looking for Anton or someone who looks like Anton. So that could be rough for you, Def Dodger.
Well, I feel like regardless of what the danger there is, like, we've got at least a couple extra here. Like, we still gotta take at least one of these and try to use it to extract some information out of Kaylee at Sleazy's.
Yeah. What do we do with the cart?
It's still in the alleyway.
No, we need to get rid of that cart.
Well,
Roy, we can't hear you.
I agree with you on that. That cart's going to bring him a lot of unwanted attention.
Mm-hmm.
We never had a cart before. We can't go having a cart now.
No, gotta get rid of the cart.
oh, we can't walk through streets with big, casts either. So I said we take the cart out to Kaylee's with 2 casts, and then
you did a pretty good job disguising it yesterday.
I could do that.
Again.
I could do that. These barrels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have like a sticker on them? Are they branded? What is this? What's the mark on them?
Yeah, I mean, it's branded with the Batwee symbol.
Okay. And it's like a 2-gallon jug, basically, a 2-gallon cask.
Yeah.
We could probably shove them in, like, does anyone have like an adventurer's pack or something, or like an explorer's pack or something like that? Does anyone have a big backpack as part of their gear setup? I do.
Yeah, backpack.
I'm sure there's got to be something we could use to wrap these things up if we want to obscure what they are.
I was gonna say a backpack might be the most inconspicuous. You just walk around with like it's in the backpack, and you just walk around like you got something in it, but not. It's not obvious that it's a barrel.
Put blankets and stuff.
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to make it look
Well,
different.
these are like 2-gallon
Yeah, not
deals,
huge.
so they're like a little keg kind of
Yeah,
Yeah.
a thing, right?
and I mean, when full, they are all full, so they're gonna weigh 26 pounds total.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean,
the
that's heavy,
combination
but you
of the
could-
barrel itself, and the liquid. So
Yeah, we'll have to empty out the backpacks, then shove them, like you said, Vought, with some blankets around the corners to keep the shape. I think that might be the most inconspicuous. Either that or like laundry baskets, right?
yeah. Yeah, they're the wooden containers are 12 inches long by 8 inches in diameter.
Yeah. All right. So, first order of business. What do you guys say? Get these things 2 of these barrels packed up and ready to go, and I don't know, get rid of that cart somehow. Maybe give it back to the person who it was stolen from.
Just go leave it somewhere.
Yeah, leave it farther away from here. That's for sure.
Just leave it under a bridge somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, it is kind of under a bridge somewhere right now.
Wait, we're like
But
right by the river, right?
So where y'all are at, so you're so Entertainers Bridge goes over the main river, Umberhaven River. Goes over there. Y'all are on the right side of it, furthest away from Ebongate suburbs. Y'all are closer to the Artisans District, and pretty much the Jolly Elixir is right there on the edge of where the bridge meets the land, and y'all are pretty much underneath. That is where the kitchen / storeroom is, and there's a secret room that divides the two, and y'all have the smallest area. And then from there, you have a trap door that immediately leads into the storm drain / sewer that basically pipes out directly into the river itself.
And you said that river was deep, yeah?
I mean, river ships, sailing ships, that kind of stuff, steamboat ships go up and down this river. So yeah, it's like, deep as the Mississippi, if not deeper.
We could just kick this thing into the river, probably.
Yeah. It's been done many times before.
Yeah. It's not going to float. There's no air in it.
The question is, what are y'all doing with the horses?
You know what? I think we probably would have let him. I would have let him go last night. I forgot about the horses.
I mean, we have no stables. We have no place to keep them lying.
No.
So where you just let them out into the city itself? Just be free, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Actually, there's got to be somebody we know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's somebody we don't like.
You know what? I'm pretty good with animals. Can we retcon me doing something with them last night and just take them somewhere? I bet I know somebody.
Roll me animal handling check, and then we'll see how well.
I also
okay.
have proficiency in animal handling, and I could probably.
Yeah, who's got the higher animal handling?
Oh, probably him.
Okay.
I only have a +1.
Okay, so
I had a +4. I rolled a 21. Total of 21.
Oh, he's fine without my help then. And my roll.
You actually, yeah, you managed. There's tons of stables and various places to get rid of horses around here. And did you actually sell them or just get rid of them?
No, you know what? Can we like? How far out is? Let's see. I know somebody who owns a small caravan that's parked in the Ebongate suburbs,
which is where Kaylee's located at.
Yeah. So, why don't
it'll take you
it's not that far. It's not that far away, is it?
Over an hour away. Okay. Located.
Well, I guess
it's not so much long way. It's just moving through the city. I mean, it's a massive city. You got to remember.
Yeah.
Your population 2 to 3 million people.
Yep. No, I was just trying to think if there was somebody that I knew that I could take it to. But
close.
You know what?
I mean, if you have anybody in the entertainment district, then that would be the people to take it to.
Just draw off that stupid drummer. But you know what? I'm going to take it to draw. I'm going to take the draw, and I'm going to say, dude, I got 2 horses.
Oh, before you do that, I do actually have an animal trainer that I have connections with.
An animal trainer?
Yes, I know someone who works at the zoo.
I want to give these to somebody who needs them.
Okay.
So are y'all all 3?
I mean, that's Redbreast is like gonna Robin Hood these guys. We stole them from somebody who whatever. Okay. We'll give them to somebody cool. But I do know Droth, and I bet he knows somebody. I'll just go on a side mission to Droth and see if to give him to somebody in the primal music scene.
Okay. Yeah. At some point during the night, after y'all unloaded and was settling down, Redbreast gathers the horses up with Gix, and Redbreast, you head out on your own. Eventually, you make it to one of the dives within the entertainment district.
This is perfect. He's probably still up playing.
Yeah.
Just got done or something.
Absolutely. And the music's happening, and around back you see him. He seems to be lighting whatever he smokes. What do you do?
I'm gonna like try to catch his eye from across the room and like wave to him so he knows I'm here. Try to get his attention and then make my way over.
Yeah, he's in the alleyway. I'm in the back. So you go around. There's not very many people back here. He looks over, gives you a nod. His rolled up cigar of sort he inhales on unites around and illuminates the area as he blows out this bluish green smoke.
Hey, Droth, man. How you doing?
Really, really good.
Cool. Hey, look, I got like a weird hookup for you. Like, I've got 2 horses.
Right.
I need you to take care of them for me. I'm not gonna come look. No, you don't. Like, I'm not gonna come looking for them back. But I need you to just like. I'm sure you know somebody who could take these to find a good spot for these guys. But I got to get rid of them tonight.
Oh man, we could put him in the show.
I'll put him in the show. Seriously.
Yeah, Delilah the Death Dealer is going to be up next. She's got this whole slaughter fest going on. Yeah, it's dope, man.
These are good horses. Don't kill these guys. These are. I just want you to like.
Oh.
I just need you to get. I can't keep them right now.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I got 7.
Man, I can't, man. I'm like doing these gigs and I can't have just horses. Now, if you had some kind of cart or something to go along with that, then yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah, for sure, man. Like, so this guy's nearby, right? We're trying to get rid of this thing anyway.
Like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, you know what? We'll have him like follow us back or something, or he can send somebody in the band to come with us.
Stu, and we'll go with you.
Yeah, let's hook him up. We'll just pass this right on. Then we don't have to do anything about the cart. The horses go away, the cart goes away, all the problems are solved, and Droth owes me another one because I gave him a free cart, right?
Yeah, man. Thanks, dude. This is gonna so help carrying band equipment and all kinds of. Delilah's torture devices are just brutal. I mean, trying to lug that crap around to these, it sucks. So yeah, dude. I definitely owe you one, bro.
Man. You might want to slap a coat of paint.
Oh man, Stooge's got it covered. He does all kinds of like graffiti and shit. So
yeah, do it up.
Stooge pops up, little half like, yeah, man, I do all kinds of shit. You want me to tag you, dude? I put a red breast emblem on your chest, dude. The big R.
Ooh. Let me talk to you about a position on my street team.
Oh shit, man, dope. I could be like, you're the red breast, so what I could be the butt crack.
I'm looking for more of a hype man kind of a thing. I need you to spread the word, man. I need you to put my symbol up.
Right. Okay. How much is that gonna be?
Yeah, I tell you what,
money flowing toward me instead of away from me.
I tell you what, we will discuss it after you guys come get the horses.
Right. Well, I'm following you. I'm going to get the horses.
Go.
Okay.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And,
so I'm gonna get this guy on board with like being a promo guy for the Red Breast.
Give me okay, are you using anything to help him out? Or or are you just trying to use words?
Let's see. Well, no, I'm going to try. I guess I am just going to try to use words, but I'm going to try to impress him with the story of the red. Like, I'm going to tell him some Redbreast stories about that time with the that stupid Rat King. I mean, that's the only thing I'm really famous for, But whatever that was sort of the latest thing anybody remembers.
So the question is, do you have the Thai fame?
I think I did. I don't remember. Did we put that in? Yes, I do. I have 1 point in fame.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with this perception roll, you're actually going to get advantage toward it now. You went from negative to bonus.
All right.
So
yeah, I mean, that's the deal. I'm trying to I'm using my local fame on this game. If I'm famous anywhere, it's here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess this is you know what, I'm trying to get him to like think it'd be cool to like tag my name on places and stuff. So I don't know if that's like a persuasion or maybe a performance. Trying to convince him I'm cool.
You're totally trying to persuade him. Yeah, for sure.
All right. So I guess I roll the persuasion check before. You want me to roll it again?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Persuasion. Yeah.
Well, if my highest roll is an 8.
Okay, guess what? Someone in chat, which is Raven Rolls, has given you official advantage, so you get to re-roll one more time.
Let us re-roll one more time. No, sir. Total of 4. This guy is not feeling the Redbreast action. I have rolled 4 persuasion checks against this guy.
He wants money. Flat up. Like with every tag, he wants a few coin thrown his way.
Yeah.
So there's no...
Sure, there's the entire trip talking about it, too.
Hard no sell on this dude whatsoever. Oh. So, he does take your cart and the horses off your hands. And with that, we skip to the morning time once again. Not really morning time, it's more like lunchtime. It is now past lunch, noon-ish, if you want to call it. Y'all have eaten, y'all have gotten rid of everything, y'all have read the letters, so on and so forth. What are y'all doing at this moment in time?
Contemplating a strategic nap. We were up all night.
You actually slept. So from roughly around 3 o'clock to maybe not feeling so great to some of y'all, but other than that, y'all did sleep.
I think I don't know what happened to Shade, but I think we need to do our best to find out what Kaylee knows about what's going on here, and see what leverage we can get with these casks of sake that we stole. That was the whole point of this. We should pull that thread.
Yeah, she didn't want to give us a guarantee, but she sure as heck led us along to think that we'd get info on the eggs if we did what she said.
And if this was what she wanted us to do for that information, these are pretty expensive and belong to some pretty important people. I'm kind of curious what kind of trouble she was trying to get us into. I think we may end up. I don't know.
Can I tell you something?
Tell me something, man.
After all that, if she doesn't tell us where the eggs are, I'm gonna punch her in her face.
I think fisticuffs would be appropriate, Gigs.
Finally.
Yeah, I think I could approve that.
I second that. There's a nice fighting ring up there. I think we can rope her into more than just a single punch to the face.
Several.
She may have some actual plans as to what to do with this stuff, considering she wanted multiple barrels. So if she is, in fact, a person of information, maybe she'll have some suggestions or even something that is already a plan of her own So let's find that out first.
Let's go talk to Kaylee.
Agreed. So we're going with 2 casts, right? Hidden in backpacks.
Yeah, Vought can carry. Vought's strong.
Cool.
At least one. I mean, 2 probably don't fit in my backpack.
One the vet, one the Vought, one the gigs, yeah?
I can take the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of these barrels weighs almost as much as Def Dodger over here, so they can't carry one.
Is there anything else y'all wish to do as y'all leave and head off to Kaylee's?
I think I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good.
I would like, before we go, I know our landlord is super nosy. Is there any means for me to bar this door from entrance from the storage room so that you can only get in from the secret door? Like if I just stacked all the barrels in front of it?
I mean, it does slide
into the room. Oh, it slides?
Yeah. I bet, man, I think you're being paranoid. Harriet never comes back here. And besides, she said that I can do whatever I want back here.
Have you told the rest of the group who's she affiliated with, Redbreast? Or have you kept that your little secret?
Who Harriet is associated with?
Yes.
Well, actually, I don't mean to be too cagey. I'm not sure what you're referring to.
As far as who is she associated with, as far as affiliation, people, so on and so forth.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm talking about Harriet Bent, who owns the Jolly Elixir.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Yeah. Yeah,
and I don't remember is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I believe you. Oh, you know what? I guess I can actually imagine who that is, and I don't think I'm not sharing whatever it is. I'm not sharing anybody else's secrets right now. But I don't honestly, Dave. I don't remember what it is. So we can talk about that elsewise.
Okay.
And figure that out if that's important.
Okay, we'll leave it a secret for now. Do y'all all?
Anyway, I was just meant to say that like. This stuff should be, as far as I know, and Dave, correct me if this is not the impression I would have, but since like she and I have an arrangement, and this is kind of our hideout, like it's the stuff should be cool here. It's not like we're leaving it in some rando's closet.
Yeah, no, y'all are definitely cool down here. This is your your special place, and she doesn't invade your special place. Now upstairs, she's all into your business because that's her special place. That's why she was extremely nosy the other night when y'all sitting around the table talking about stuff. Do y'all officially head out into the midday off the Sleazies into the Evangate suburbs?
Yep.
With that, Watchers, they pack up the 2 barrels and head out into the bustling streets of Umberhaven on their way to Sleazies in the Evangate suburbs. The whole time, Medora Shade is doing her own thing. Let us wait until next time to figure out if the party meets back up and see what kind of information they get out of Kaylee with the barrels they have. Thank you, Watchers, for coming and sitting a spell and watching this interesting tale of adventure. Let us turn to the party and thank them for participating in such a wonderful, wonderful event. I am going to go around and say the names of the characters, and they will introduce themselves as themselves and plug anything they want to, talk about anything they want to, so on and so forth. After that, they will announce a character, and we'll just repeat the process until we're done. Let us start out with the Redbreast.
Playing the Redbreast. And I got nothing special to say to you folks except this is super fun. And I'm gonna throw this ball over to Vought.
Love that. I got nothing to say to you guys. No, yeah, I'm Bill. I'm the other kind of main part of the XP Guild here, along with Dave. Thank you so much for joining us for this one. Check out our YouTube. We have more and more stuff coming up there. Just did a one-shot this morning that I'm going to need to work on editing. How about hopefully next week, along with this episode. And Dave's working on episodes of his other campaign he runs on Sundays. So if you're not able to catch them live here on Twitch, check us out there. And if you like the stuff we're doing, we're trying to work on getting more and more stuff to patrons and things like that. But for now, it's almost just kind of a way to, show appreciation, either sub here or over at YouTube, or come say hi on other social media systems, and support us so we can hopefully do more things and help support the rest of our amazing community that we're building, and all these amazing people that all have projects of their own we're trying to help out with and stuff like that. So let's toss it over to
before you do, even if it's as little as coming to watch us here on Twitch, we have stuff for you to do. Our lovely channel points, as you heard right off that I announced that you can give advantage to these wonderful players. You can also give me disadvantage. And if these people actually get into a fight and fall down or have very, very little health, you can give them what we call a dank healing potion, which heals them for 1 to 2 hit points. Back to you, Vot.
Yeah, no, I was just going to toss it over to our other, 3-letter character over to Gix.
I am Rory. I play Gix. I have nothing to pitch except fastballs. And I am just going to throw it over to Armand.
Wait. Before you do you want to give a special thing that your show will be airing here soon?
No, because you put me on the spot. So I'm just going to throw it over to Armando and move it on.
Hi, everybody. I'm the guy who plays Armando, or Armand, because I don't know my own character's name. My name, though, is Sam. I don't run any games right now. I am going to, and I probably won't stream them because I don't want to. Aside from that, this is a lot of fun. And I guess the only one left is Death Dodger.
It's because I'm small. I'm always picked last, but that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm Petra. I am coasting quiet right now, but that's all good. I'm sure there'll be more stuff in the future. At the moment, I'm just happy to hang out here every second Monday. So it's all to report.
And we are happy to have you. So, well, once again, thank you, watchers. Like I said before, as you saw also in the little break time moments and whatnot, that this show will be airing every other Monday, as well as the Unsealing Expectations will be airing next Sunday live. But after that, we will also be moving to every other Sunday. So, yeah, not only stay tuned for those, but the many one-shots that are about to happen, and possibly something special that Rory doesn't want to talk to us about because I put him on the spot. Anyway,
I am way too tired to remember the details of that game for next week.
It's all right.
I get something wrong.
We're going to discuss it. Me and Bill and us, you, and then we'll go from there. But you could be seeing more of us on Mondays. Anyway, so everybody, say goodbye, and we'll talk to you later.